Barry Gibb didn't just write songs. He wrote the soundtrack to other people's most important moments. First dances, broken hearts, late-night drives, and decades of memories. But behind every falsetto note and disco anthem was a man quietly outliving everyone he loved most. He's now 79, the last Gibb brother standing. And in May 2026, false rumors of his death spread across the internet while he was still very much alive. That detail says everything, because Barry Gibb has spent a lifetime refusing to disappear. He was born in 1946 on the Isle of Man, into a household where music was the one constant, even when money wasn't. His father Hugh played wherever gigs existed. His mother Barbara kept the family anchored. When Barry was small, a scalding accident left him critically close to death. He later recalled being told he had roughly 20 minutes to live. He survived. That resilience would become a recurring theme. The three brothers, Barry, Robin, and Maurice, didn't need a studio to discover their harmony. They found it naturally, almost accidentally, in living rooms and borrowed spaces. When a vinyl disc cracked on cinema steps before their very first performance, they didn't retreat. They walked on stage and sang live, unaccompanied, for the first time. The crowd listened. The voices held. In 1958, the family emigrated to Australia, and the brothers kept performing, including at a racetrack where roaring engines competed with their microphone. It was humble, noisy, and unglamorous, but it was real work, and it built something durable. Years of Australian stages, modest recordings, and late-night drives with their father eventually led to a meeting with manager Robert Stigwood, and a ticket back to England with something to offer. The Bee Gees' rise through the late 1960s was built on genuine songwriting craft. Then came the reinvention. Miami studios, a new producer, and a moment when Barry stretched his voice into an unexpected falsetto range. That experiment became the sound of an era. By 1977, Saturday Night Fever had carried their music into every corner of American culture. The backlash that followed was swift and unkind, but the music outlasted the ridicule. What didn't outlast was time. Andy Gibb, the youngest brother, died in 1988 at just 30. Their father Hugh followed in 1992. Maurice, the quiet center of the Bee Gees, the multi-instrumentalist who made three voices sound like one, died suddenly in 2003 at 53 from a cardiac event during emergency surgery. And Robin, the last remaining brother, and the one who shared every early memory, died in 2012 at 62. Barry later said his deepest regret was not spending more time with his brothers near the ends of their lives. Through all of it, his wife Linda has been the constant. When grief threatened to keep him permanently still after Robin's death, she was the one who told him simply, "Get back out there." He did. He toured again at 67, this time with his son Stephen beside him, and Maurice's daughter Samantha on stage. A different generation carrying the same family legacy. He manages arthritis, physical limitations, and what he's described as survivor's guilt. Yet he still writes, still records, still feels moved to tears by a song he believes in. When a Bee Gees song comes on, most people hear three voices. Barry hears the conversation that happened before the microphone was switched on. He's the only one left who does. If this story moved you, leave a like and subscribe. These are the lives worth remembering.